Good evening, YouTube. Matt M. Roy back once again. Back to you with Baxter. If you want to see him right here. Hey, buddy. What you up to, Baxter? We're just kind of chilling here at my house. It is Thursday. No, wait a minute. Nope, Wednesday, July 1st. Hope everybody out there is doing really well, staying safe during all of this craziness, getting plenty of exercise, and I know I have. It's been interesting, though, lately. Give everybody a few minutes to get here, and you guys can kind of see Baxter right there. Maybe that's a better angle. There we go. Baxter's chilling out in this box that Mom got her new shoes in, and if you look here, if I could turn it a little bit, he barely fits. Check it out, tubers. Look at this cat. I mean, he is literally bulging this box at the seams. But we love Baxter. He's a sweet cat. So, give you guys some status updates here. Been working a lot recently, refurbishing computers, the usual thing. I've actually been selling quite a few. Other than that, been working on the vehicles. I had to do some work to the Tahoe the other day. Actually, I have to work on it tomorrow as well. We need to recharge the AC because one of the fittings actually broke and the Freon leaked out. So we need to fix that fitting and then recharge it. I had the exhaust work done on the Tahoe. See, what else did I do on the Tahoe? I guess that's about it. I think I gave you guys the update on that about a week ago. But really haven't had too much to talk about. I really want to do videos. I want to do some live streams, but until I have something more substantial to tell you guys or to show you guys, I just don't want to put bad content out there. I'm going to go around the room here in a minute. I don't think we actually have anybody here, which is kind of weird. Usually by this point, I have quite a few people here. I do want to show you my latest acquisition, and I'll tell you what it is, but not right now. So Baxter got out of the box. Yeah, he he's a riot, this cat. I actually like the way these new boxes are. Let me turn you around here and show you what I'm talking about one more time. So this is a Sketcher box from Mom's New Shoes, and check out the artwork there. I think that's really, really cool. Looks like it was pencil drawn. You see Skechers there, Skechers. Got a lock with a chain for some reason there. What the world is that supposed to be? Is that like a female version of Beelzebub holding a shield? That's actually really, really strange. But anyway, I thought it was kind of cool looking. Just something to show you guys and gals out there. Looks like Evil Knievel. No, looks like Elvis Presley on a motorcycle. Very interesting. I wonder if they had children do this artwork. It would not surprise me. All right, so going around the room here, not too much has changed. If you haven't seen this, this is the permanent setup that I have for the 43-inch Sony. We're going to call this an LCD projection TV. I'm not 100% sure. It's either an LCD projection or a CRT projection. I'm not sure which, but it's from 2006. And I'm actually streaming YouTube on here. So how am I doing that, you're asking? Because, yeah, let's face it, this is not a smart TV. Well, when I was at the thrift store about a week ago, the CHKD, I found this PlayStation 3. This is the PS3 Slim. Not in the greatest physical shape. I'm going to go ahead and power it down real quick so I can show you. You never want to move these when they're on because of the internal hard drive. So if you look at the bottom here, you can see the hard drive is intact. I'm not even sure of the size yet, but it does have Bluetooth, and of course you can see all the standards there. It plays Blu-rays, DVDs, CDs, Dolby. Got the two front USB ports there for charging the controllers. Had some scuffs and scrapes on top, but the reason I was apprehensive about buying it, other than some of these blue marks here, if you look on the bottom, you can see that the caps for the cover the screws, they actually double as feet, but in this case, they cover the screws. And that tells me one thing. That tells me that at some point this has been taken apart, because obviously the person that took them out never put them back in. So it's always a gamble when you buy these systems and they've been taken apart. But luckily this one works perfectly fine, albeit it's a little dusty in my room. Let's see if I can get a model number there. Model number CECH-2001 Bravo. And I'm sure someone out there who's more well versed with video game equipment can tell me what size hard drive came in here stock. But it's terrible, guys. I don't actually use this for playing PlayStation 3 games. It's just basically a streamer. I stream Netflix and YouTube on it mainly. So you're probably asking, Matt, what have you done about your vintage systems? Because of course I have my Dell Dimension there and then my HP over there. Well, they're still set up, but what I've actually done is I've moved the monitor back here. And what's really cool about this monitor is this is one of those telescoping monitors that goes horizontal or vertical. So when I'm using the computers, which is not very often at the moment, I just go ahead and lift this and I move the PlayStation, lift the monitor up here, and then I go ahead and turn it horizontally, and I can work from the keyboard and mouse with that monitor, and then I can put it back. Originally, I was hoping to use the TV with the computers, but unfortunately this does not have a VGA input, which I would need to run my vintage systems. Now, it does have HDMI, but I have no way of hooking these up via HDMI. So, yeah, so that's something new that I've been working on. Right now, I'm just building another computer here. I got a Dell Optiplex 3020. Originally, stream cut out. Sorry about that, everybody. So anyway, Dell Optiplex 3020. Rebuilding this one. Originally had a Core i3, now is a Core i5 3470. Nope, sorry. This one has a 4150. This is a 4th gen, the 3020. And I just got to restart this real quick. There we go. And put an SSD in here, 500 gig hard drive, the usual suspects. System works great. Now, something I want to do in a future video, I want to go ahead and review some of these cheap Walmart mice. Now, if you remember from a video probably about a month ago, I reviewed the predecessor to this, was just the ONN mouse that they had clearanced out for $5. Now, this is the updated model. This is the Surf ONN mouse. Anti-skip rubber scroll wheel, easy 3-button clicking. It boasts 1,000 DPI sensitivity, probably about right. That's not super good for a for any advanced mice, but for just a regular optical mouse, that's perfectly acceptable. So that's going to be a video in the near future. We got Milo here. Milo's just chilling on the chair. Hey, Mi. What you doing, buddy? They're very, very tired at the moment. Hey, awesome computers. Nice to see you there. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Good enough battery life for a while. Yeah, Milo gets hair, fur, whatever you want to call it, on everything. He sheds like crazy. I don't know if he'll let me do it right now, but let me show you something that he absolutely loves. So, you got these lint rollers, right? These are the typical lint rollers you would find like in Walmart, or even, heck, even Dollar Tree carries them. I don't know if I can pull this off one-handed. Hey, Milo, what's Matt got? Yeah, I'm going to have to put you guys down here for a minute. Don't worry, I'm still here. Woo! Woo! I'm back. So, what Milo enjoys is what we affectionately call being rolled. You want to be rolled, Milo? You want to be rolled? I actually have to try to pull more of this off. This is definitely a two-handed job normally. And of course, it helps to have fingernails. Come on. And look at him in the corner. Look at him over there just eyeing this thing. Ah, come on. Well, okay. I'm going to say that's the best we're going to do. So, does Kitty want to get rolled? Does Kitty want to get rolled? We're going to roll the kitty. All right, so. Having fun. And I can actually do this pretty vigorously. It doesn't really bother him that much. Let me move my phone case out of the way. Get the face. We're going to get the face. I'm going to roll the face. No. I have to watch because sometimes he'll put his face right in it and I'm afraid of hitting one of his teeth. But yeah, he absolutely loves this. And if you guys have cats out there that shed like crazy, this is the right way to do it. You can get a lot of fur off this way. You go through a lot of these rolls, but if your cat's like mine, they'll really, really enjoy it. All right, so put you guys there for a minute. You can take a look at my fan while I change the roll here. Hope everybody out there is doing well. I'm once again trying to stay busy, exercising a lot right now. Milo is really, really begging for it, and this roller is about empty, so I think we're going to have to revisit this later on because I'm having no luck getting the next sheet off. Ah, there we go. Pull a few off at once. All right, and we're back. We are definitely back. What you doing? What you doing, my? All right, buddy. So we're going to go ahead and roll you one more time. Yep. Just like that. Makes for very, very happy cats. And that's all she wrote. It really doesn't you don't really have to do it for long, even though he would love for me to do it for probably hours and hours and hours on end. All right, so let's see if we have anybody in the chats here. I know I saw a few people. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Drifter Smorgasbord, doing okay. Staying busy. You know, things are just okay at the moment, but I think that's the same for most everybody out there right now. We're all trying to get through this mess the best way we know how. So I'm going to head downstairs. Let me go outside for a couple of minutes. And I want to show you something that I picked up that I think you guys will be really surprised about. Maybe not. You guys know me by now, so you know the kind of things that I usually like to buy. Let me grab my keys here because I do need to open up the shed. And I'm going to have to put my shoes on. Isn't that fun? We actually had some rain before, so better do that before I head outside. All right, so throwing my keys around. All right, here we go. And the sun's back out. We've had pop-up showers and storms and pretty much everything going on. Let me see. Gonna isolate again as the human malware is spreading like crazy. You know what? If that's what they're recommending in your area to do, then yeah, it's definitely smart because there are hot spots popping up everywhere. I'm in Virginia. We're very blessed here. We're very lucky that we don't have a hot spot here. But North Carolina is shutting down again. So definitely try to stay safe out there. It's just crazy times. And I want to cut myself, by the way. No, it's not bleeding. It's just the thing healing. When I was cutting up some mangoes earlier, so it hasn't been a great day. But you know what? I figured we really need to do another live stream. So I'm going to turn you around real quick. I don't see any more questions. We need to do something about this. I didn't even know that this was sitting outside. It's been raining and we got a whole bunch of tools. We got some lock and tackle here, some random hose. I'm going to have Dad look at that, but that's not what I want to talk about today. Let's see if I can get in here. So the other day when I was at a estate sale, I picked up this bike right here. Now, you may be saying, Matt, why do you need another bike, right? You own how many bikes? And you're right, I do. I own this one here, the SC40. I actually own one back there, which is the BCA, the 29-inch bike. And I also own that vintage Mongoose bike, which you guys have seen a million times. However, to this point, I've not owned a really high-end road bike. So what I have here is something pretty unique for me anyway. This is a Raleigh brand, so another Raleigh bike. I own another Raleigh bike. Revinio, if it'll focus, Revinio 2.0. This is a 2015, around there, could be 2016. Basically a 27 inch, I think it's actually a 27-inch frame, what they call a road bike. And this bike originally sold for about $1,500. I can actually confirm that because the bike shop that I take my bikes to for repair actually sold this bike. And you can kind of see the thing right there, Scat Bikes in Portsmouth. Kind of shout out to Scat Bikes. Great bike shop. Love them. They always do really good work there. So I picked this up for $280. Now, it is a lot of money, but this is a lot of bike for that money. It's an all aluminum frame, so very, very light. I can literally, let me try 2 fingers here. I can pick this up with 2 fingers and no problem at all. Now, I've done a few things to this bike since I got it. Number 1, put on the lights. Got the front LED light here. Got the Z-Full bike mount. I put that on. This is a Walmart mount. I'm not really that crazy about it because it's got the foam here. And you can see just the few days I've been using it, the foam is kind of indented. But it works. I might get a better one in the future, but for now it's working just fine. I ordered a red foam pad for this, a gel seat. Right now I'm just using this blue one that came off of that other BCA bike. It works. It'll work fine for now. I added another cup holder here because, let's face it, you got to have room for a drink and also for my Bluetooth speaker, which is in the form of a bottle. Came with the mirror there. And then the only other 2 things I added were the bell kickstand. Did not have a kickstand on it originally. And I just put this bell rack on here. Now, few interesting facts about this bike. This bike is actually rocking these super, super thin TR18 tires. These can be basically blown up or inflated to 145 psi. So it's basically between 100 to 145 psi. So extremely high pressure tires. And why that's really nice is you can get some really good speeds up with this bike. This is an 18-speed bike. The shifters are very unique, actually, I think. So to upshift, you basically have this little tiny knob here. You push down, and that upshifts. And the downshift, it's actually part of the brake handle. You actually just click it sideways. So it's got a ratcheting brake handle shifter. And this is your ranges. Being that it's an 18 speed, it only has 2 ranges. So low and high, and 9 gears each. So 9 times 9 being 18. This is a great bike. I am not going to show any more of it right now because I do want to show this in a separate video in the future. The only other thing I did, I had to take off they had these pedal straps on there, and I'm not even sure. I think I threw them up in here. Actually, I think they're in here. And I'm not going to be able to get to them. They're really buried deep in there, but they were a pain. They were very, very dangerous, so I had to go ahead and pull those off. All right, so that's what I've been up to recently. Wow, we actually got quite a few comments here. Let's see, Dabblers of Faye. By the way, on your channel, I noticed your subscription to the Corner Gas channel. That's cool that you discovered it. How did you find out about it? Well, let me see. I've watched Corner Gas on and off now probably for 2 or 3 years. I actually found it on Netflix originally. I didn't, of course, watch it on its original run. I'm not from Canada, but Netflix started to air the show about, what is it, maybe 3 years ago. And that's when I started watching it, and I just love that show. It's funny. It's very, very clever, I think. You know, some of the humor is, I like to call cruel humor, like Wanda is always getting on Brent for not doing something. But it is a real funny show. And of course, now they have the animated series, which they're doing. So, fun times. Definitely check it out if you've never seen it. Yeah, my father is Canadian, but he hasn't lived there since he was a kid. And he's actually French Canadian. So, he was actually from Quebec. Let me clean this off. There we go. It's so humid out right now that the front-facing camera on my phone is actually fogging up. That's why you were kind of seeing a little bit of a blurry picture there. Brad Smith, it's going to be the same. Michigan be long weekend hotspot too. Awesome computers. Yeah, we just got to try to bear it out. I think as the summer progresses, we're going to see the hot spots kind of clearing up, because from what all the experts are saying, the heat actually kills this virus. Now, the bad thing there is when the fall comes, we may have a resurgence of it. But you know what? I'm trying to be an optimist. I'm hoping that that does not happen. I think that we've had enough of this that we just need to get back to something normal. I used to watch the Red Green Show every once in a while. It's okay. I mean, it's not necessarily my kind of humor. It's kind of, I would call that more of an absurdist show, maybe like news radio, whereas Corner Gas, well, no, I guess you can kind of classify Corner Gas in that as well, but I think that the jokes in Corner Gas are just a little bit more sophisticated, whereas the jokes in the Red Green Show is more slapstick. Just not really my cup of tea. Canadian version of Home Improvement, yeah. So that's pretty much everything that I have been up to recently. I have had some garage sale finds, that being one, though that actually was technically from an estate sale. Let me go ahead and turn you around here. I'm going to show you the bike rack that I got with it. So basically for $20, so I got everything for $300. I haven't had a chance to work with this yet. This is probably going to go on the Yukon. This is, I'm not even sure the brand of this. This is a Getaway. Patent pending, I like that. And the brand is Yakima. Yakima Getaway bike rack. For $20, it did come with the actual key here, which I like. I need to fit this onto the Yukon, and they even included some of these bungee cords here, though. May have to think about, is that? Oh, that's just, no, that's fine. That's just a little hook or something. So, from what I can tell, this is designed for 2 bikes, But then I saw this back here, and I'm not sure if you're supposed to be able to put another 2 bikes here. The nice thing about this front part is it'll actually lock in place. So now, I could take the key out when I'm using it, and my bikes will be secure. Unfortunately, my other rack doesn't have that ability anymore. The lock I had to bypass the lock on the other one because I never got the key when I first bought it. So it's nice to finally have a bike rack that works properly. All right, everybody, that is it for this live stream. I honestly don't have anything else to talk about right now. We do have plans on going up north to visit my uncle. Hopefully they'll come to fruition within the next week or so. But stay tuned to the channel. Good things are coming. Once this whole craziness is over with, places open back up, and people don't feel so weird about you filming. And that's the problem that I'm having right now. I have a lot of videos that I want to film, but I can't do it because I can't film in public right now. Even though technically I could, I won't do that because people are just freaked out right now. I'm riding my bike around, and drivers are extremely aggressive. So stay safe out there. Please continue to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.